Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show. Today we're going to be doing a big ass burger. Specifically, a Swiss bacon burger with a cheddar surprise. So, everybody, grab a beer, grab some buddies, and motherfucker, let's make this. Okay, we're going to want to start construction of the burger that'll make every vegetarian cry by getting a nice cast iron pan. Why? You can put it in the oven. You're going to want to start by oiling up the bottom of the pan. You want to do this because, well, you don't want your burger to stick. And before anyone says to me, oh my god, what a big fucking burger that is, how wasteful, how could anyone eat this? Shut up. Okay? This burger is literally nothing more than literally a round-shaped meatloaf, okay? Are we clear on that now? Now, take half of your 3 pounds of 80-20 beef and form it into a patty using, of course, the pan as somewhat of a mold. So, shouldn't take you all that long. And you should have also, by the way, it's kind of not shown on here, but you should have added a little pepper to the beef. You don't need salt because I'll show you where the salt's going to come from. Then, add some cheddar cheese. This is an 8-ounce block of cheddar cheese that I cubed up. About half-inch little cubes. Going to add another nice depth of flavor to it. Then, grab that other half of your burger, form it into a patty, and put that motherfucker over the top. Okay, got the patty all nice and sealed up with that wonderful cubes of cheddar cheese in there. And now it is time to add the topping to this burger. And of course, nothing better in this world than a big old pound of double thick bacon laid all across. Yes. I'm sorry, but bacon makes everything better. It's nature's perfect ingredient. So, basically lay this bacon strip by strip across the whole burger. Then another layer on top, and I'll be back to show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, and this is what the finished product looks like right before you slam it into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes or until the burger gets to about 160. Now I'm going to rant about people who cry and complain about wasting food. One of the things that drives me nuts is if you take, let's say, 3 or 4 pounds of ground beef, and you make them into, let's say, several smaller patties, nobody says a word. But the second you take that exact same amount of meat and form it into one gargantuan patty, suddenly everybody has a fucking conniption. Oh my god, that's so big of a burger. It's so wasteful. It's so this. It's so that. Fuck you. I don't know exactly when this episode is going to air, so maybe this will be in the future, maybe in the past. I made poutine for the first time, and it was just, it sucked. Okay? I threw the fucking thing away. I made a mustard burger, which is in its early infancy stages. Every bite was like a blob of mustard. It sucked. I threw it away. You know, we do waste food. I mean, it's going to come if you're going to ever get anywhere in the kitchen. You've got to experiment. You've got to try, and guaranteed you're going to fail. But I'm not going to eat something disgusting just because some other motherfucker in Ethiopia is starving. If they were on my front door, if the country of Ethiopia was right next door from where I live, I'd happily give them some food. But they're not. And by the time I put that shit in a box it up, and send it over to them, it'd be fucking rotten. So it'd defeat the purpose. So if you do fuck up a meal, or you do want to make something over the top like this, you know, for effect or whatever, and all this really is just a round meatloaf anyway, so suck on that, people. Fucking do it. And if you fuck dinner up, don't be afraid to just throw it away. Oh, and here's another thing to combat the obesity epidemic in my country, specifically the United States. The Clean Your Plate Club. Fuck you people. If you take too much and you can't finish it, fuck everyone in the world who's starving. Throw it in the trash. Like my mom always said, it is better in the trash than in your goddamn gut. And considering we have so many fucking fat-ass kids, they might want to adopt that philosophy. Okay, we got one last thing we need to do.
right before this burger's done. So once it's got about 10 minutes to go, basically take 2 cups of Swiss cheese and dump it on this burger and let that melt. Yeah, I know, every frickin' vegan in the country is going to be crying right about now, which brings up another point.
See, me personally, I cannot cook for vegans. I have tried. I really have. Like, if I ever invite vegans over, they'd have to bring their own food. Because I would fuck something up. Because even when I have tried to cook vegan, I have forgotten about one ingredient that had one fucking animal product at some point. And I'm sorry, I am not living my life without the magic of cheese. I don't give a fuck if you vegans say you live longer. I don't see how, considering anthropologists have stated that we are A, supposed to be eating cooked foods, and B, we are omnivores, meaning we're supposed to be having meat and dairy in our diets. I don't really get, and I don't care that you say you have that the male vegans have a higher testosterone count, even though testosterone and protein are a direct correlation, and meat has the highest protein count, but I can't cook for the fuckers. So I'm sorry, vegans. I'm going to say right off, in the very early goings of Dave's cooking show, I'm probably never going to make a fucking video that is compliant with you.
Okay, this big-ass bacon Swiss burger is done. So the only thing left to do is cut into it and show you the finished product. This is really simple, really easy to do. Perfect if you don't have the energy to cook, or you just don't want to make anything that fancy. Perfect if you don't have a lot of time. So next time you're thinking about making meatloaf, try this variation. Really simple, really easy to do. And salt and pepper it to taste. That's why you didn't see me adding a whole lot of salt to it. So that's it. There you go. Easy.